Today's session is Indian block printing. You can get very quick results very easily, and it's very hard to go wrong, really. So it's very satisfying for the children. So what I've done today is I've bought you some real block prints. We're going to talk about how Indian block printing is still used today. And they make these using a chisel, a very small chisel. It's important that the children get to have a go at feeling them, touching them, seeing how they're constructed. Turn it round. That block makes this print. Then they are having a go at making some designs of their own. First of all, you're going to have a go at making some prints on some paper. This is polystyrene.
Why do we have to use polystyrene?
Because you can get it really easily. You can find it anywhere you find it. Polystyrene is a good material to use because it's very easy to make an imprint into it using a simple thing like a biro. It's also very inexpensive and you can get very good results with it. So that's the image I've drawn, and I'm happy to keep that for the moment. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the image and I'm going to push the pen inside the line until you can feel there's a dent inside there.
I'm going to try and make an elephant. I'm going to make a snake that has stripes.
One of the things to communicate is the importance of making a deep enough impression. In the polystyrene, there's a tendency to draw over the material and not really appreciate that if you don't make a deep enough impression, that's not going to be in relief. So they need to understand that, and they need to understand how the whole thing works, which is the areas where you make the deep impression end up not having ink on them.
Finished it. I'm going to finish it.
We shall be inking up their blocks in order to stamp them on some paper. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get a roller, and each one of these trays are going to be around the middle of the tables. It's important to get the chairs out of the way when it comes to inking up because basically they get in the way.
My finger.
You can use poster paint and make it very thick, like a toothpaste quality. I would suggest investing in some quality block printing paint because it tends to have a little bit of oil in it, and the colours are very vibrant. Chantal? It takes a little bit of getting used to knowing how much paint to put on the roller to get it just right, and it's good for them to understand if you put too much it gets all smudgy, if you don't put enough it's too faded. This is an example, okay, of putting the block on the paper and not pressing down enough. The next thing that's really important, the next step, is when they go to transfer the image, it's best for them to be standing up as opposed to sitting down when they're doing the actual stamping. And just to put your arm straight down above the print and press firmly but without going sideways. Which one do you want? There's lots to choose from. But the first one. The next stage of the process is to give them the choice of using some blocks that have been pre-made, all their own, and to ink those up and then place those on some cotton bags. Ooh, that's not bad, is it? Children's scrap stores are a good place to get cotton bags, or the internet. They're reasonably readily available. That's come out pretty nicely, hasn't it? Do you like that? Hands up, what did you enjoy the most?
I like the part where you stamp them down because you first wait and then you stamp it, and that's the fun part.
Once everybody's had a go at making their bag, then we all come together and we have a look at it as a class activity and we evaluate what they enjoyed the most. It's good for them to see the end results and to get them to appreciate other people's work.
I like that one because it has two colours, different colours, and it's a butterfly.